Hi Self.com. I'm Andy Spear, co-owner of Soho Strength Lab in New York City. Now the kettlebell is one of my favorite workout tools. It's so versatile. It can rev up your heart rate and burn a ton of calories. At the same time, it strengthens and tones your muscles. Now I designed this amazing kettlebell workout exclusively for you at Self.com. So next time you see a kettlebell, don't be intimidated, pick it up and try these moves. For this move, we're going to pick the kettlebell up off the floor by the handles into an upside down position. Then you're going to get in your split stance, meaning front foot is in front of you, flat, and the back foot is behind you, up on the ball of your foot. My chest is upright, and I'm keeping my abs really tight for this entire exercise. I'm going to rotate the kettlebell around my head, back to front. Should feel nice and loose in the shoulders, meaning don't shrug and get tight. Keep it really relaxed in the upper body, the tension and the tightness you want to feel in your abs and your lower body. So for this move, we're going to pick the kettlebell up off the floor. Now if you're familiar with kettlebells, you can do a single arm clean. If you're just starting out, check it out. You use two hands to get the bell up safely. I'm going to grab the bell with one hand, my other hand goes over the top, and pick it up to my shoulder position. Keeping my abs tight, push the bell overhead, step back into a lunge behind me, and then stand up tall. Keeping the bell overhead, arms straight, I'm going to step back again. And continue through the set. When I'm done, turn it to my shoulder, two hands right down to the floor. For this next move, we're going to start in our split stance position. So that's front foot is flat, back foot is up on the toe. I'm going to pick up the kettlebell, just let it hang to start. I'm going to drop my chest to about 45 degrees, keeping a little tension between my shoulder blades. It's going to help keep my back safe. Hand goes on the front knee for support. I'm going to pull the kettlebell up till it's about even with my rib cage, and then return to the start. Big pull, squeeze at the top, and return. Now if you want an extra challenge on this one, release your arm out to the side. It's going to force your abs to work just a little bit harder to hold your torso up as you continue through the set. For this move, we're going to pick the kettlebell up off the floor into our shoulder rack position. We're going to use two hands to get it there. First hand grabs the handle, then I'm going to loop it around and nice and firmly pull it right up to the shoulder rack position. We want our feet about hip width apart on this one, so not a wide stance, feet right under your hips, abs tight. What's going to happen, we're going to bend at our knees to about a quarter squat position, push through your legs, and finish with the shoulder press overhead. Bring it back down to the start. So it's going to be dip, drive, and return. We're turning a regular shoulder press into a total body motion. So we got legs, abs, and shoulders working all at once. Dip, drive, and return. For this move, we're going to pick the kettlebell up in the goblet position. What that means is we're just going to grab it right by the handles and pick it up so it's just in front of your chest. A key here too is we don't want to shrug the shoulders up. Keep the shoulders down, nice and relaxed. From here, we're going to go into a squat. I'm going to keep my torso up straight as I can. Sit the hips down until we get our thighs about parallel to the floor. Right here, now the fun starts. We're going to open the arms up, extend till they're straight, and curl back in. And return to the stand. Okay, so again, we're going to squat down, curl, and return to the stand. It's one of my favorite moves because using this isometric hold in the bottom of the squat is one of the best ways to build strength in the legs without putting on bulk or mass. For this next move, we're going to start with our feet about shoulder width apart, toes pointed out slightly. The kettlebell is going to be about 1 foot to 1.5 foot in front of you on the floor, depending upon how tall you are. We're going to push your hips back and reach out to the bell. This is our starting position. Notice how my back's nice and flat. I don't bend over like this. If I'm bent here, I'm going to pull the bell in a little bit closer until I can get that nice neutral spine. Keep my back super safe. So from here, we're going to hike the kettlebell back between our legs, explode up, and let the bell swing out in front. When I'm done with the set, I return it the same way on the floor. Now this is an explosive movement. That means my hips are doing the work. I'm not lifting it with my shoulders. I'm using that explosion from my hips to get the bell to swing up. It's also one of my favorite moves because it combines the explosiveness and the cardio in one move. So you're really gonna work your buns, your abs, and your heart rate all at the same time. So for this move, we're actually gonna pick the bell up and hold it with our hands around the bell. The handle's gonna be coming the space right between your forefinger and your thumb. So with that grip, we're gonna get in a split stance position. Front foot's flat, back foot's up on the toe. Feel nice and balanced between my front and back legs. I'm gonna press the bell up overhead. Start with straight arms. I'm gonna bend my arms, drop the bell down so the handle gets just a couple inches away from the back of my neck, and extend back to straight. Now we're really working the triceps here. So as you straighten your arms out, I want you to squeeze your triceps at the top of each lift, and then return as you go through the set. And another little cue here, wanna really work on keeping your abs tight and your glutes fired up in that split stance position. It's gonna give you a lot of stability down here, a little extra core work while we fire up the arms and work those triceps. I hope you had fun learning these new kettlebell moves. Now go through this workout 2 to 3 times a week and you're gonna see some great results in 4 weeks or less. Thanks for working out with me.